Explain your decision, Gemnon.
The evidence supplied by the Tempestus engine is worthless. This data cannot be corroborated, so it must be ignored in favor of verified acquisitions.
It is enemy propaganda. The foe hopes to break our resolve by showing the Archfiend laying siege to the last gate.
Yet he was always coming here. Is it foolish to think at this late hour he might have finally arrived?
We had a battle group on our scopes, Gemnon. 9 targets, Principal, enemy engines, and you abandoned that to follow this folly.
Horus Lupercal would never present himself so openly.
The War Master would never turn against the Imperium. Isn't that what we believed?
You place your trust in Kiso of the Stormlords, then?
I do not believe this data, but we have to act upon it. We are committed, my commanders. Are you with me?
You have my support, of course. Demetine out.
I walk with you, Princeps Lead, whatever my reservations. Augustine out.
Damn you, Orla. If you are walking us into the grave...
We're in the grave already. And whatever we walk into, Yuri, I will be leading the way.
For Gryphonicus, then. War is just. Zara out.
Lock on head.
Astrombringa is hit. Registering significant damage. It's hunting the weakest of the maniple.
Hull penetration. Fire in motivation chamber. Suppression system active. Trying to stabilize.
It's heat-tracking DeMartine's burn plume.
Acoustic track. Origin located.
Kill it! I would not care to explain to the Emperor that we had this chance and failed to take it, Moderati.
The battle group report ready to receive your brief, my Princeps.
Display, please.
Explain your decision, Gemnon.
The evidence supplied by the Tempestus engine is worthless. This data cannot be corroborated, so it must be ignored in favor of verified acquisitions.
It is enemy propaganda. The foe hopes to break our resolve by showing the Archfiend laying siege to the last gate.
Yet he was always coming here. Is it foolish to think at this late hour he might have finally arrived?
We had a battle group on our scopes, Gemnon. 9 targets, Principal, enemy engines, and you abandoned that to follow this folly.
Horus Lupercal would never present himself so openly.
The War Master would never turn against the Imperium. Isn't that what we believed?
You place your trust in Kiso of the Stormlords, then?
I do not believe this data, but we have to act upon it. We are committed, my commanders. Are you with me?
You have my support, of course. Demetine out.
I walk with you, Princeps Lead, whatever my reservations. Augustine out.
Hi guys, welcome to Counterpoints. My name is Connor, and today we're going to be breaking down the brand spanking new Titan animation.
Let's try again. Let's fucking bro.
Hello,
Want to
everybody.
be a bit.
Oh,
Hurrah!
shit.
Hurrah! Hurrah!
Hello. Ow. That hurt.
Barely even started. What the fuck?
I just stubbed my toe on my fucking footrest. Stub is a understatement.
There we
Smashed
go.
my toe.
Mange. Okay.
Mange.
Had to change my browser for some reason, but
Oh,
we got it.
we got it. We got it. We got it.
You should get an alert.
Uh,
I'm just waiting on the delay.
yeah, nothing came up. What the fuck? Nothing came up in chat either. What the hell, Bobby Hill? Are you just being... Well, Orange came up.
Yeah.
Said hi.
For the dark gods!
Oh, it came up over there. Why did it come up on that? Oh, there it is. There it is.
Is
That was a bit of a delay.
it? So looked at the model in the daylight. Also, I went in and said hi to Cam and that last night after we'd finished, and popped the cap off and back on again, and it went and flew off the base. I needed it off the base anyway, so I could get to the underside of the cape, so it's fine. But still, but yeah, checked it in the daylight, and I can go far brighter with the highlight.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go far brighter with the highlight.
You talking about the magnet on the handle?
No, I put the cap on the handle again, and the model flew off its base.
He did a flippy floppy and it went zoom.
It went. So yeah, it broke. The model didn't break, just it came off of the.
Yeah.
It came off the base, but as long as it stays on the pack, that's fine. Go lengthways, that works better.
I always had trouble trying to stick. But the other day when I was, yes, actually a week ago, when I was gonna start painting the zombies after I got them primed, I noticed that both the magnets just popped right on off the handle, so I E6000 the back magnets back on.
Yeah, I had a couple.
Yeah, one popped off on mine when I first got it, but it hasn't since.
Yeah, I had two do it.
Why the fuck was that? There we go.
Yeah, it's holding now. That stuff's good stuff. I mean, I've also used it putting glue, glass on wood, and
Liquid
it hasn't
nail.
come off yet. No, E6000.
Yeah, basically liquid nails.
Yeah.
Liquid.
Yeah, speaking of which, I was surprised for you two. I need to finish.
Spirluge. A surprise.
Yes.
You're a
Just need to
tad
figure out
bright
Am I?
on your white balance. Yeah, your white balance needs to go down a little bit.
Well, when he turned on the light, it completely like nuked flashed the screen. You couldn't see anything.
Yeah.
It just needs to go down a touch. I think your white is up too high.
Can't help it. He was born that way.
I think it's just the brightness. The brightness
about to
reset. That's why. It defaulted back to 125%.
That'll do it.
There we go.
You
How's
know,
that
some say he's pretty fly.
for a white
For a
guy?
white guy.
That better?
Yeah, it's there.
Okay.
Yeah, you're less luminous.
A little more transparent. I know it'll help.
Want some gas in it?
I feel like your screen. Holy shit.
You feel like my screen. Oh, what? Because it,
I've got a slightly menthol vape, and then I
Oh.
took a drink.
That helps.
The drink isn't even cold anymore, but it feels like it's cold.
Mm.
You awake now?
Uh-huh. Oh, 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 oh.
I may have to do the same thing you did. Get some just straight black paper.
Yeah. It definitely made a difference. Like, it helped so much. Right, let's remix that magenta because it can still be used.
Okay, so I don't think I added enough white yesterday.
Wait, that's better.
It is now golden orange.
That looks a lot better, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Just turn on your freaking. I turn on the backlight compensation.
Yep. Yeah.
I like it a lot. Yeah, that made everything way sharper and crisper, eh?
Fuck, it's A-list phone still going off at this time of night.
She asleep or is she awake?
Yeah. No, she's asleep. Her phone's through here. Her phone stays through here when she goes to bed.
Yeah. Are her cousins awake?
I mean, she could be awake, but it could also be my dad sending them messages that they'll see in the morning.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's where that went. Where? I didn't even see that Cam was live, although I didn't get on TikTok right after.
Just when it was just when I was posting stuff I noticed. It was him, Tim, and Matt.
Yeah, I ate. Well, first I sat and went through Black Library, and then I ate, and then I don't even remember what I did after that. And then
I just jumped in for 5 minutes just to say hi. They were talking about the monthly challenges and stuff, so I was just kind of going over what this month's is.
Make sure your wet palette paper has no wrinkles in it. Yeah, how the fuck does that happen?
drown the bitch.
Flatten it out once you put it in.
Yeah. I try all the time and it never works. I don't give a fuck if it's got wrinkles in it.
So they make sure it's more wet. Okay, it's looking better with 2 coats of yellow.
For the pink.
Yeah. Looking less golden orange.
Yeah, the more you build the yellow up, the like in areas like if you put down your first layer and get your golden orange kind of color, you can leave that more towards the recesses and then start layering up across your brighter areas. And it'll give you your brighter yellow against your orange undertones.
Where?
And then I was thinking about taking the that other primary color that I was going to use as the light, and then just dry brushing it on to where it like with cars where the sun is hitting it.
Yep. Yeah, that should work. Should work quite nicely.
That's that works, I should say.
I mean, outside of like airbrushing it, the dry brushing will at least leave the color of the paint behind. Where's the Ayla's actually painted today.
Did she?
Ooh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Ad break in 3 minutes.
She was painting a goblin on a spider.
Oh, nice.
Go back a little bit. It's gonna focus. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
She got the base color down.
Nice.
Dang. Sure off.
And I got the legs for the Wraith Knight primed.
Ooh. Very nice.
Still got panels to put on, but I wanted to get primer down first. Probably a base coat.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
And then prime them separate.
I gotta go back through and reprime mine.
I need to finish building mine and finish the top half, but it's gonna be my project between now and May, so it's kind of gonna be up and down bits at a time.
Yeah, I think the only thing.
We're gonna name it Danny Boy.
Huh? What? What about Danny Boy?
Because it gets knocked down and it's gonna get up again.
Yeah, all I got was the legs of mine together, and then I pried them apart because it wasn't standing right. And it's now sitting over in front of the drawers of stuff where it's been sitting for 2 years.
Yeah, no, this I've got the upper torso mainly built, minus the shoulder weapons and stuff. But I've also got a couple more mold lines and glue spots that I need to clean up. If it's going to be going into MPO, it needs to be pretty much perfect on build as well as paint.
Yeah.
So I'll clean them up before it gets primed. I'll build the arms separate and put them on after everything's got a base coat. I did see so to speak, for getting really deep tones in your red. Apparently, if you put a base coat of dark sea blue down, so Payne's Gray probably would be the closest for us.
Right. Okay.
And use that as your base coat, you'll get really, really punchy, high contrasting reds.
Hmm.
Like use that as your shadow base layer kind of color.
Will it help you jump up into your Lamborghini Diablo? No?
I wish.
Okay. So anybody else catch that? Whereas
No.
taking that
What was the reference?
obscure lyric?
No. What song?
Oh, I can't think of the name of the song, but it's you see me creeping in your shadow.
Probably know the song,
Yeah,
but it's
it's
probably a song I've not fucking heard in so long.
it's an R&B song or a hip hop song. I can't think of what his name is. It'll come to me. Look for the bareness. See, there we go again. It's all right. I was shocked twice today, so I'm a little jumpy.
At least it wasn't
To turn the power off first.
6 times.
I thought I had turned the power
it's
off.
Akon. Smack that.
Yeah, smack that. That's what it is. There you go. Yeah, I did. I saw that last night. I meant to send it to you. The video of David Draymond getting fucking just booed mercilessly.
That's beautiful.
Yes, it was. Did you see Sleep Token's drummer drumming?
Yes, I did. He did a fucking fantastic job.
Yep. I saw. I didn't see
Youngblood's version of Changes.
Yeah, that was fucking beautiful. I didn't see any of Ozzy's singing, but my mom said that she watched the video of it today, and his voice. I mean, not knocking the man. He's 80-something years old and has Parkinson's, but his voice was kind of
considering.
Yeah, crackly and stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, considering he still did a fucking fantastic job from the clips that I'd seen.
Oh yes, yeah. Like I said, not knocking him one bit whatsoever.
Oh yeah, no, not at all.
I mean, his wife can take a hike.
Oh god, yeah. Apparently, she's retired from the music industry now, though.
He was in the music industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sharon ran all of the Ozfest festivals. She managed Slipknot for quite a while. And a ton of other bands.
Yeah, because she was the one that got Slipknot onto Ozfest.
Yep.
Like really early on.
She was managing Smashing Pumpkins, I think. But 4 or 5 other grunge bands from the grunge era. I don't know, 2 or 3 dozen metal bands. Yeah, she's been in the music. She's the reason Ozzy still had a career after he left Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
Basically.
I mean, her father was one of the biggest fucking record label owners going.
Yeah.
Back in the day. And she kind of not took over from him, but kind of followed in his footsteps.
Yeah, she learned the business from him, and he was a shrewd asshole.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And so is she.
Yeah.
Yep.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Yeah.
Considering how she took the complete opposite take of what everyone else did when Kneecap told her to go listen to War Pigs. Like, we're all sitting here being like, sorry, you're married to the person who sang War Pigs, as in, like, War Pigs is literally an anthem for what's going on right now. And she took it as saying that Ozzy was pro-war. No.
No.
The fucking opposite, maybe, please.
No, and I can't imagine. I don't know. I can't imagine if he was 50 years younger today, what the situation would be.
Did I send you the video of Dave Grohl?
What Dave said?
He didn't say anything. He didn't have to say anything. He was at Kneecap's fucking gig.
Oh, fair enough.
He was in the fucking soundcheck tower.
Nice.
Just chilling, fucking vibing away to the fucking gig. Like, he was bouncing in that fucking tower.
There's a couple of their songs that I like, and this is just typical me. Like, I don't find an artist and love every single song, and there's I'll probably get strangled by everybody, Heather Labby included. But there's a few Sleep Token songs that I don't care for.
Yeah, no, like, Heather she wouldn't strangle you for that comment. Like, she would probably agree. She loves every single Sleep Token song, but, like, it's when folk come out and they're like, oh, they're not even metal, and she's like, yeah, and like, they are the biggest hybridization band going, and there's a reason that people fucking love them, and there's a people that reason can love them or hate them at the same time.
Ghost isn't heavy metal either, and people seem to get pissed off when people wear like Ghost shirts. Do you even know who they are? Yeah, I know like 4 or 5 songs, and that's all I like. You're not a real fan. Oh, okay.
That's the thing, though, is that, like, do they even know who they are? Because Ghost change more frequently than the fucking weather. The lineup, he fucking swaps them out, and Tobias Forge is a fucking prick.
Yep.
And
here's a controversial.
Nulled all their fucking contracts.
Yep. Here's a controversial fucking take. I don't like all the Slipknot songs either.
Nope, I don't either.
I think
there are definitely some of the new songs.
Oh yeah, there's a
especially.
few. Yeah, their new album, or not their newest album, the one with
The experimental album that Clown did.
yeah. There's only like 2 songs on that whole album that I like, and it's and I think Psychosocial was an absolute fucking garbage mess of a song.
I think Psychosocial's better when people remix it with other things that it really fucking shouldn't go with, because it's got
Absolutely
that typical
great.
4/4 beat.
Yeah. Well, and the only reason it's got that it was saved like that it could be mixed was fucking Sid.
Yep. But like the fucking fruit salad version of it slaps. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. I
agree.
don't care if it's a fucking meme. The fruit salad version fucking slaps.
I agree. Fuck, I don't like every Led Zeppelin song.
That's just because the song goes with everything.
Yeah, that's kind of the point I'm making though, is that like it's got that typical 4/4 beat that can be fucking
mixed in with
switched
anything.
into everything.
Yeah. I don't know. I could name you 100 bands that I've I can name you 100 bands that I've seen, different bands, and tell you that I don't like every single one of their songs. Never. I have yet to find a band that every single song on every album I was like, yep, love it.
The only one for me,
Stevie
I think,
Nicks.
would probably be Shikari. Okay, Stevie Nicks isn't fair because she's a fucking like
yeah.
That's just not fair. You can't say Stevie Nicks.
Yeah, that doesn't count. Neither does Heart or fucking Fleetwood Mac. You can't.
Well, there's one of them, the Fleetwood Mac, but that's because Stevie's not in it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but Stevie's a fucking boss. She wrote songs about her husband cheating on her with her friend in the band and made him play them on tour.
Yes.
While she sang about him.
I love that meme.
On tour.
And there's a video of her just staring down Tom Petty when they was doing a duet together.
Yeah.
Just like giving him the biggest fuck you fuck me eyes.
Yeah, she and Tom Petty were very close.
Not close enough for her to be invited to the band. Oh.
I think my favorite Tom Petty cameo was in fucking Kevin Costner's movie The Postman. And oh, it's an older one. I don't think I've
seen that one.
It's like a post-apocalyptic U.S. and he brings back the postal service. Anyway, Tom Petty. Huh?
Why would he bring back the postal service?
Because it was an accident.
Out of everything.
He fell down a mountain, found an old mail truck. He was freezing. The mail carrier had died in the mail truck and turned to a skeleton, and he took all his clothes. And he was just like a traveler, scavenger kind of thing. And he kind of lied his way into a town to get a free meal and stuff, and made up this whole story that the postal service was back and yada yada yada. Anyway, he goes into this town, and Tom Petty's the mayor, and he's got to escape a bunch of people that are chasing him, and he goes across this massive zip line, and as Tom Petty's hooking him up to the zip line and stuff, Kevin Costner looks at Tom Petty and he's like, "Hey, I know you. Didn't you used to be famous?" And Tom Petty's like, not as famous as you, dude. And like yanks the lever and he goes ripping across this massive dam.
That sounds like one that I probably would have watched because my mum probably would have had it on, but I don't actually remember watching it.
It was, I want to say it was before or after. It was either right before or not too long after he did Waterworld.
I've definitely seen Waterworld. I watched that with
Yeah,
for sure.
that had the potential to be a whole lot better.
Oh god, yeah.
The concept is awesome. I just think the execution of the movie was very, very bad. He's a huge douchebag too.
Fuck yeah.
From what I've heard, or from what I've read of like people who used to work with him. And I mean, 4 ex-wives can't be wrong, I guess, right? Hey, Pete, how you doing?
Hey, Peter.
Oh, that was weird. Oh, why?
Muscle pains.
Like I just had the weird shooting pain up my heel.
Oh, up the hill. God.
Yeah, just for like no reason. Waiting for fence post to dry before sticking panels. Nice. Oh, oops. Did you give it a little? Did you give the slats a little texture?
Got any wire wool? It's fucking perfect for that shit.
Yeah. Nope. He said. Texture, fuck that. I'm just spraying it so we can use it for terrain. I'm gonna play, god damn it.
What is this? An arts and fair project? Arts and craft project?
What the hell are we
Not the
doing?
community at home?
Trying to have some talent here? Fuck that shit. Slap some paint on it, throw it on the table.
That's gonna happen now, though. It's gonna be a couple years from now. Everybody's in the nursing home. Everybody's painting Warhammer minis.
Yeah.
Throwing shit at each other. God damn it! Stop touching my brushes.
And they showed me a video today. Someone did the ultimate fucking Warhammer flex.
Yeah.
Like the ultimate fucking Warhammer flex.
What'd they do?
They were told to go and clear out the basement. And they picked up all the boxes and they were away to go and throw out all the boxes of the stuff that they'd built. And they said, before anyone comes for me in the fucking comments, no, every single one of these has been built. None of this is in a pile of shame. I have no pile of shame. Every single box like shows off a finished project.
Oh.
Tell me how many fucking oh fuck, what's the big fucking guard tank?
Rhinos?
Not the basilisk, like the actual fucking tank.
Oh,
No, the rhino's just little. Bigger.
You already said the basilisk, right?
Yeah, it's not the basilisk. It's like the big fucking tank.
Peter.
Baneblade, yes.
There you go.
Yeah. It was like, anyone tell me how many fucking Baneblades there are. And it was like he glued every single box to the walls of the stairs going down to the basement. He glued every single box to the wall. And it was box after box after box after box, and it was like fucking Space Marines and Neds and fucking all sort of like everything was on this wall. The amount of money that this guy has spent, and he's built it all. Everything is built and painted.
Did you make
And then it got to the wall of Baneblades. There was like 1, 2, 3, at least 4 rows, maybe 8 to 10 across. There must have been at least 40 plus half a row at the bottom, about 45, 46 Baneblades.
those are like $200 a piece?
Mm-hmm. That's what I said to Heather, says, this isn't a wall of shame or anything. This is just some guy showing off how much fucking disposable income he has to spend on fucking Warhammer, and I fucking hate him.
$185
That's the
a pop.
opposite of wall of shame.
Yep.
Like that's like the ultimate Warhammer flex.
Yeah. A Baneblade. A
It
Baneblade
brings you
is
shame.
$185 a box. Yeah, that's. Did you comment? Shut the fuck up.
No, it was Heather found it on Facebook.
Oh, from Facebook.
Yeah, it was in Reels. It's just one that popped up.
If I saw that come across TikTok, I'd be like, "You shut your fucking dirty mouth! Don't." I have 1 tank. No, well, okay, 2. I got that Rhino, but I got that for like $35.
Actually, do I have a tank? Give me a second.
And then I got that. Well, technically, it's not a tank. The repulsor. Peter said,
No, I
"Indeed,
don't.
if it was bigger building, then I would. But as it's some fences, nah." Fair enough.
Oh, I need to cancel that before it tries to take $7.99 off me. Bleh.
Oh no, my bat fell.
Where's the App Store? Play Store, whatever the fuck it's called now.
Oh
Play
yeah,
Store.
and I guess okay, yeah, I got the Wraith or not Wraith, the Eldar tank. What the fuck? What the hell's it called?
Falcon,
No, the other one.
the thing, yeah,
Wave Serpent. Wave Serpent.
Wave Serpent.
Yeah. You're right. And I do have a repulsor, so technically, yeah, I got 3.
Subscriptions. That one. Cancel subscription.
What are you subscribing to?
Look at this.
I have the trading card, Pokemon trading card game to play with Aelith.
Oh, yeah.
But because I have adult money access and a billing account attached to it, I was able to get a free trial of the premium for 2 weeks. And it just reminded me that it takes payment in 2 days. So it's like, yeah, cancel.
Good idea.
Because I got the most of the stuff out of it.
Oh, Wolf, did I tell you that I got the big Space Wolf army set box?
No, you didn't. You're lucky you told me
well, I
today after I found it yesterday. Otherwise, I'd have fucking strangled your ass.
Oh shit. I forgot you mentioned that you got that. I'm glad I forgot.
It comes with the guard battle leader, the priest, 10 blood claws, 3 Wulfgar headhunters with 3 hunting wolves, and 10 gray hunters.
Yes, I will have mine tomorrow. It will be delivered tomorrow.
I did notice that oh fuck, now I've forgotten his name. It was right there. Now it's gone. Guy that does all the Rob. Rob was saying that the hobby shop next to him still had 2, and I saw it today. So if you hadn't got, I would have found out where they were, ordered it, and got it sent to you. But
No,
It's fine. You got one now.
yeah. I didn't even think to look on Amazon, and as soon as I typed it in, there was like 6 different hobby shops on there that were selling them on Amazon. I think I paid a little. Wait, what was the Games Workshop price? $250. Orn?
Sure, in dollars.
Orn.
Oh, I don't know because I didn't get it from Game Workshop. Give me a second.
Oh, okay.
Pull it up.
It's not on the website no more, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I was fucking super pissed yesterday. Like I was quite angry because I've been waiting and waiting for it to come back in stock so I could order it, and they took it off the fucking website, and then they pieced out everything.
Well, the Level Up Games, the place I got it from, doesn't have their sticker with the price tag on it, so I can't tell you what they were charging for it.
I paid $272 for it. I think it was a little bit more than what
I probably
charged.
I don't know how much I paid for it total because I got that. I got what should I get? I got the core sculpture for the graveyards, which is like 3 mausoleums. I also picked up the Prince, like the Lord of the Crimson Keep, and the Howling King set, and that one with the big hand, and I paid over $700 for it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. Luckily, I had $200 in cash, so I used that, and then it was like 5 something.
Yeah, I got. I bought the Space Wolves box set and the Space Marines Codex because
It comes with the Codex.
It comes with the Space Wolves Codex, but it doesn't come with the Space Marines Codex. Yeah. Yeah. No, it comes with a supplement. Yeah, I'm gonna. What's that in real money?
Nothing, because I use Monopoly money. Don't let them know.
I'll tell you what the conversion is, Peter.
They were sitting about 1.38 to the dollar.
Yeah, it's $1.38.
I only know because after the budget debacle in Westminster, fucking pound dropped again. It's like 1.38 to the dollar and 1.15 to the euro now.
Yeah, so 272 would be 199 pounds and 28 pence.
Just a little over. I don't think it's too much over.
No. Good thing it's not Canadian money.
Yeah.
Did you talk to Spooky?
How much is it in
what the
No, I haven't heard from Spooky today.
dong?
How much is it in what? Or
Rupees.
Vietnamese dong.
Oh. Fuck, I don't know. Let's see.
Vietnamese dong's got really fucking high exchange rate. The African dollar is the one, or no, it might be Zimbabwe dollar. Is fucking like millions to the pound.
Yeah. Vietnamese dong. $272 USD is 7,120,691.62 Vietnamese dong.
I'm going to
A lot of
Vietnam,
dong.
boys. It'll be a trillionaire.
No, what's funny is when the Grand Tour went to Vietnam and they were given like 15 million dong and they thought they were fucking rich, and it was like $2,500.
Yeah.
Clarkson learned how to ride a motorcycle and actually enjoyed it. Ooh, I really, really want to try something.
And try it. You only live once.
Yeah,
I
but
know it's Wolf we're talking about. I'm a little scared.
no, it's not a drug. I've already done all those.
Shit. Again, another fucking Facebook Reels thing. I think it was Vice did an interview with a LSD dealer, and he was making up sheets of LSD
Nice.
and spilled the fucking bottle
Oh no.
on his hands,
Oh no.
and then drank some of it.
Oh no.
And like 9 years later, he's still seeing as if he's looking through TV static. 9 years later.
Yeah, I bet. I knew this guy back in the day that used to make it himself too, and he used to use a spray bottle with no respirator and spray the litmus paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on a perma trip.
Yeah.
They didn't
Yeah,
even...
well, this guy, I believe, was using a dropper
Oh.
and obviously spilled the dropper bottle, and like it went through his, like it absorbed through his skin,
Yes.
obviously.
Yes.
And then, yeah, because like I've heard stories of the people that have had it in their pockets and then their sweat has activated it.
Yeah. That's why,
No.
like... What's that? Go ahead, Arn.
I said, oh no.
Yeah, that's why you, like, keep it wrapped in tinfoil.
Yep.
Not the drugs are bad, kids. Drugs are bad.
Keep it wrapped in tinfoil. That way the government doesn't read the mind of the drugs.
That way the litmus paper doesn't dissolve on your skin. Yeah, Jimi Hendrix used to soak his bandana in it.
Yep.
That does not surprise me.
Wear it on his head during a show.
At that
And
point,
that,
I'm
folks,
surprised he
is how
doesn't
we
have
had him
like.
fucking.
Oh, go on.
I was gonna say, and that, folks, is how we ended up with him playing guitar with his fucking teeth.
Yeah. Oh. I watched it.
I'm surprised at that point you just don't just pull out like one of those deep tubs, like the old deep tubs, copper and everything, pull out on stage and just bathe in it at that point as you're playing guitar.
Oh, he lit it. He lit 2 guitars on fire.
Yeah.
And played it while they were still on fire.
I was waiting, and then continued to play them.
So drug lessons from Wulfgar. Yeah. He did a lot of amazing things with the guitar, especially considering the fact that he was left-handed and went to the pawn shop in his neighborhood, and the only guitar that they had was a right-handed guitar, and he played it upside down, which is why his riffs are so iconic, is because he was playing a right-handed guitar left-handed.
Cool.
I watched.
And also the fact that he was high as fuck.
Well, yeah.
But like I was watching again the Aussie thing today, just bits of it on TikTok, and the Steve Tyler set bit, like one of the songs came on. I think it was "Walk This Way," came on, and I turned to Heather. I was like, "How the fuck, with all the plastic surgery that he's probably had, does he not look ridiculously fucked up because of all the plastic surgery?" And Heather was like, "Because he pickled himself with all the heroin and alcohol." I was like, "Good point." Fair.
How do you think the same reason fucking huh? What'd you say, Orrin?
Willie Nelson.
No, Well, yeah, he
He's
did use.
baked out his gourd.
Yeah, he just
No,
preserved
well,
himself.
he's preserved himself.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking of what's his name from Rolling Stones. Keith.
Fucking.
Yeah, Keith.
Yeah.
Keith.
Richards?
Richards. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
No. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Keith Richards.
I doubted myself for a second there.
Jack Sparrow's dad.
Yes.
Was it Eddie Izzard that had a joke about him, or was it Dennis Leary that had a joke about him? But if the apocalypse came, nuclear war, the only thing to be left would be cockroaches and Keith Richards. Maybe it was. It might have been Dennis Leary. No. Robin Williams.
Yes. Robin Williams. I've heard that joke, but I can't remember who said it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. It's Robin Williams.
Yep.
It's about the only reason that we've still got Ozzy as well.
Yeah.
Like, for all the shit he's been through, all the drugs that he's taken, all the animals' heads that he's eaten on stage, the accidents he's got himself into, the rock star bullshit that he's done. Yeah, probably. Like, if it wasn't for the copious amounts of substances that he took, he'd probably have already died by now.
Probably.
That's actually a joke. I like to make it work whenever people are worried about how much caffeine I take. I'm like, I got so much caffeine in my blood, I could restart a blue whale's heart. I'm just pulling a Willie Nelson and I'm preserving my insides with caffeine at this point. Like I could have died 5 years ago. I wouldn't have known because this is so much pumping my heart still.
General rule of thumb.
What was that? You cut out.
So just a general rule of thumb, you probably wouldn't have known if you died anyway.
Right.
Well, I mean, like I'm, still up and about.
Like everything stopped, but the caffeine's kept you going. Right, I get you now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the caffeine is like purpose. It's like pumping the blood. Is like keeping everything pumping.
The bass pumping.
Felt personally attacked by a video today as well. Again, one that Heather showed me. It was like, I will consume just the right amount of caffeine and nicotine to keep me functioning throughout the day and stop me from killing someone.
Exactly.
I have not found that limit yet.
I was under the kitchen cabinet working on that. Those two plugs, and I was getting pissed because my fingers were not working right, my hands weren't working right. I just couldn't. And I sat up, I threw a screwdriver down inside the cabinet and walked away. And as I walked away, my dad's like, "Are you okay?" And I put my hand up, I'm like, "Shh." Came down here, grabbed my vape, took like 6 drags off it, grabbed a pack of cigarettes, went outside and smoked a cigarette. Came back in, put my earbuds in, and went back to work. It's like, don't talk to me right now. I might murder somebody.
Healthy coping mechanisms, kids.
Well, that's the next. Honestly, that's the next fix on the list. To get rid of cigarettes completely. No more cigarettes.
No more beaming.
I will still continue to vape,
That's just
but I'm going to.
Oh yeah.
Stop with the.
It's cleaner nicotine.
Mm-hmm.
honestly that dark gray blue is really nice.
Yeah. Payne's Gray is also really, really nice. It's kind of the next step from the dark gray blue.
Fucking Peter's got jokes.
We're sure it was not your arthritis due to your age.
No, actually, he's not far off. It's not arthritis. It's carpal tunnel. My hands lock up in the claws. Like my right hand will actually lock into this position and not move. I have to physically pull my fingers apart sometimes.
Same, but not
Yeah,
carpal
that
tunnel
is-
that's causing it. Mine's neurological.
Well, technically, carpal tunnel is neurological and muscular.
Mine's neurological from the FND,
Yeah, I know.
but
And see, they were warning kids
guess.
that it would make you blind. No, it was to give you carpal tunnel.
Well, for 12 hours a day, I used to hold a paint gun like this and literally keep my wrist locked parallel to the car or the body panel that was painting.
you just do it with a paintbrush.
Yeah, which is not so bad, honestly. Like, my hands don't get locked up painting miniatures, surprisingly. It's the few times that I've used the airbrush, it's bothered me.
It was like that with the cheaper airbrush when I changed over to the H&S one. It was a lot more comfortable.
This one's great. It feels comfy. It's just the constant moving of the trigger that does it.
Yeah. I think that's kind of what helped with mine is that it's got a locked trigger for what setting you set it to. So like if I'm priming, it sets it and I can't pull it further back than it lets me.
Yeah. For you, yeah. Mine doesn't have a mine doesn't have a trigger lock on it, which is fine. I could care less. It's just that constant movement.
Yeah, and the only reason that I picked that one up is because I have the tendency to forget to push the trigger down before I pull it back, and this one doesn't let you. This one just is straight up like you have to push down and then pull back, so it helps build the muscle memory.
Yeah.
I got
Mine-
a question for GW.
What?
Why the fuck does these bats have belly buttons?
Because, man.
I mean, I guess they're kind of humanoid.
Yep, and there's no clothes on them. They're completely nude. I thought
Not
this was
quite
for
mammals,
kids.
but
No, he's got nipples too.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is they're not quite mammals, but because they're humanoid, they will probably have humanoid features.
You're not a mammal.
No, I'm ginger.
No, he said not a mammal, not soulless.
I am a meat popsicle.
I'm when I say it, Orin.
Hey, my mom's a ginger. I was born without a soul too. Because judges take the soul, so I was taken as soon as I was born.
I don't have a soul. I sold mine.
Witch devil.
I was like, did at least get cool powers out of it? You know,
No, I didn't get shit.
or was it? Oh, that's a scam.
It was a scam.
They call you a lawyer.
Let your church hear you say that too loud.
My church.
Yeah, the Church of Demonology.
Apparently, that one's like the Satanic Church is a lot better about human rights than
Oh,
like
yeah.
the
Yes,
yeah.
I'm a member of the Satanic Temple.
Yeah, that's why I said don't let his church hear him too loud when he said it was a scam.
Yeah. I am a card carrying member of the Satanic Temple. And Peter said 5 fences built. Nice.
Nice.
I genuinely did not know that. Though, of course, that never came up in conversation, so why would I know that? Correct, Peter.
Where did it? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Oh, here it is.
And I'm so sorry.
It is. Right there.
Where?
On the screen. Boom.
Oh, give me a second. I'm refresh. It's refreshing. It's refreshing. Oh. Holy shit, see, we got his name engraved.
Yeah.
Well, not his real name, of course, for like legal reasons and everything. So you can't dox him.
Yeah. No. You can put
You know,
whatever.
that's why you didn't get any powers, because you didn't give him your actual name.
They actually encourage you to use an alias.
Yeah, I hope so.
My real name is in my membership, but this name is what is on my membership card.
Oh, he posted it in work in progress, and like I say, Annie, better send me the link to that.
Send you the link to the Satanic Temple.
Yes, because you bet your sweet ass I'm getting one of those cards.
Just literally go to the satanictemple.com. You can download. There's an app in the App Store too. You get a whole like a whole plaque too, or not plaque, like diploma thing. Here, I'll show you.
I'm gonna take that to work and get it framed.
You should.
Well, no, okay, so somebody brought in their like 7-foot long Confederate flag, and like everybody thought it was me. I'm like, I didn't bring in the Confederate flag. It's like, yeah, but the person who dropped it off is from Lunkin. I'm like, so? That could literally be anybody in the county.
See, you can choose from. You can choose different certificates too. There's like 4 different designs. And you get a Satanic Temple card with all 7 virtues.
They need to start handing out fuzzy Baphomets.
They were going to start doing something like that. They're in 3 different court battles right now.
Oh, ad starts in 2:30.
Thank you. Post it in work in progress. Hold on, let me take a look, Peter.
Yeah, I'll have a look in just a second. I'm just trying to clean up this highlight.
What was I saying?
3 different court battles.
Yeah, for freedom of speech, one in Oklahoma, one in Idaho or Iowa, and one in Nebraska, because those 3 states decided to,
The Bible Belt.
yeah, they decided to make it law to post the 10 Commandments in classrooms. So the Satanic Temple was like, hold my beer. Ooh, I like those, Peter. They look good. And said, we want to post the 7 virtues, and we want to start a satanic after school program. And
Nice, they're looking great, dude.
yeah. And the Bible people said, no, you can't do that. And they said, oh, yes, we can, because freedom of a religion, and the Satanic Temple is actually a technically federally recognized religious organization and a complete 401c nonprofit. Everything you buy, like, so you can download the app, and they have all kinds of merch and shit like that. But everything you buy, I think it's like 75% goes to all their outreach programs, and 25% goes back into merch and stuff. They do a lot of good shit. It literally, the guy who started it literally was like, fuck you, you can't do it, or I won't do what you tell me, to the Bible Belt, and figured the biggest,
What's
easiest
the name again?
What's the Satanic Temple? The STL. Or not STL. The TSL.
It's a print file.
Yeah. Same letters, wrong order.
Speaking of, I think it was maybe Idaho. I can't remember now. It was somewhere around that area. That part of the States is going to do an Africa and split.
Yep. You're about to watch a civil war live on television.
Ah, shit, I'm still draft age.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's the underground fucking booms and the cracks appearing in the ground.
Yeah.
Like, that shit's about to fucking split off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw something.
Are they fracking out there?
In Idaho?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that'll be what's fucking causing it.
Well, yeah, of course.
And fucking farmers are like, oh, I'm hearing mad explosions under the ground. It's like 100 feet deep and blah, blah, blah. And like the cracks are appearing and getting bigger. And it's like, welcome to fracking.
There's an entire, like, 3 counties in Kentucky. Is it Kentucky? Yeah, Kentucky. They're still on fire. A coal mine underground, still on fire.
Yeah.
It's been on fire for 100 years. That's
Our
where.
faith is bolstered.
Hydrate. And a stretch.
Okay. You could become a member, you could
Our
find
faith
a
is
congregation, you could
bolstered.
start one.
Yep.
You could visit Salem.
Yeah, that's where their headquarters is. Salem, Massachusetts. Literally, like, right
faith
downtown
is
from the old Salem courthouse where they used to burn witches. Innovate break. Thank you, sir.
Supreme Court fundraiser. They have a Supreme Court fundraiser going on.
Yeah, I think it's like $35 for a membership. A lifetime. It's lifetime.
There's a get out of pregnancy free card.
Yep. They will actually they're actually helping people who are in a position to not be able to in their state due to whatever reasons, including medical reasons, they will actually send members to go pick them up and drive them to a state that has the availability for healthcare for women. That's one of their suits right now is suing to make abortion legal again because it's their religious belief. And what they're basically trying to do is just what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Hey, Dice, how you doing over there on Tiki-Taki? Oi, oi, oi.
There's a 2 of everything bundle for $666, and there's the HQ suite stay for $1,000.
Yeah. You can stay at the headquarters. It's a
nice room.
Go ahead, Waste. Sorry.
I was just saying that breaks over.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's an old house. It's like a house from the 1600s that they redid in downtown Salem.
I need to go make another drink so that I can participate in that hydrate. I shall be back in a second.
One.
Oh, cute.
You were back.
I've still got the headphones on.
I know.
Yeah, membership is free, but the membership cards are $35.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, you can join for free, but if you want like an actual card and a certificate, it's like $35, yeah. And like I said, they have an app in the App Store, the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. I've got 2 t-shirts, I've got a Baffy pin, and I have a decal like in the back window of my truck that's basically the same as my membership card. Okay.
Excuse me.
Hey, they sell little statues you could paint.
Yep. What's your excuse?
$100 a piece. What do you mean?
Waste said, "Excuse me," and I said, "What's your excuse?"
It better be
I'm a disgusting
5-page
human
essay,
being.
double space. Oh.
We're all disgusting human beings.
I'm honestly surprised the microphone's picking you up, but then I forgot that I've not got the microphone running through fucking OBS. So.
Oh yeah, because you're running just through Discord right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm in a completely different room.
Yeah, and I can still hear you clearly. So can chat.
Yeah, I've normally got like a mask on the microphone on OBS, so it cuts out when it doesn't pick up at a certain set of decibels, but it'll pick up for you on Discord when we're speaking.
Yeah, well, I just use the crisp setting in Discord for sound for my mic.
Yeah.
So it cuts out background noise, I think. I mean, you guys don't hear anything else going on in the background, do you?
No. Yeah, I've got mine set to like kick in at like 45 decibels, I think it is.
Yeah.
So basically when I'm speaking close enough to the mic, but that means anything behind me shouldn't pick up. But it only works when I'm running it through OBS. Discord will just pick it up as normal.
Yeah. Like right now, can you guys hear the paint shaker?
No, but it's making your voice go robotic.
Yeah.
I don't hear the paint shaker, but it It's definitely doing something to the microphone.
Yeah, it's because it was vibrating the whole desk.
Giggity.
That's why I always go, ah.
Okay, I need to renew my license before I renew this.
Yeah, I got to do that too.
I had to do that in a while because I fucking changed addresses so many times. I get a brand new fucking license every time.
With that, mine still says I'm 21 and expires like next month. But under 20.
Yeah, you might want to get on that.
Nah, no one cares. I bought alcohol.
It's not
It's like,
what I've
really,
heard
one of
about
those
Georgia.
guys. Yeah. I actually last time I bought alcohol, the dude didn't even check my ID, so I'm like, yeah, okay, I guess I look old enough now.
It depends on which part.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's still dry counties in Georgia, isn't there?
I think so. I'm not near any of them.
I know there's dry counties in Kentucky and Tennessee. Technically speaking, where Jack Daniels is made is a dry county. Because it sits right on the border of the county, you have to go to the other side of the distillery to be able to drink there.
Yeah. I did know that.
One of the only distilleries to survive and be allowed to continue to produce alcohol during Prohibition. And that, folks, for those of you that aren't U.S., for a history lesson, was when the church tried to tell everybody that alcohol was bad.
Yeah, that's interesting.
They still do.
Period.
And I get you to drink the blood of Christ.
Well, they use grape juice. But
But he turned water into wine, so I mean,
they
Yeah, exactly.
they were literally directly responsible for the birth of the American Mafia.
Yep.
but for a lot of things, NASCAR, moonshine.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, moonshine. Yep.
lemon.
If it wasn't for, if it hadn't have been for Prohibition, we wouldn't have NASCAR. And we wouldn't have had Al Capone.
Two of the worst things to come out of Prohibition, then.
Hey,
I knew that.
you leave the Al Capone alone. I'm kidding.
I mean, I'd take
Pizza's
Al
good
Capone
night.
over fucking NASCAR.
Oh wait, no, he doesn't. Pizza's bedtime stories from Wolf. Yeah,
What's that? He says what? Bedtime stories from Wulfgar.
bedtime stories. Yeah.
That's right.
I only agree with you because recently it's kind of been crap.
I mean, NASCAR, to someone who enjoys other motorsports like drift and occasionally the fucking like TT or whatever, NASCAR is no more exciting other than the crashes. Like,
Yeah.
That's why you watch it.
Yeah, I agree. And the occasional road course that they run, that's
Some
somewhat,
of them are nice road courses.
yeah, it used to be entertaining, and now it's just ridiculousness. I'm not a fan of
like
F1
just a
either.
bunch of
F1's
cars
boring as
driving in
shit too.
circles. Yeah, but that's only because they changed everything so all the cars have to be exactly the fucking same.
Yeah, and they get flagged for going too fast. Who cares?
Yeah.
one of them who gets flagged for singing on the radio.
Yeah, that's I can't remember his name.
Another one that was told that he wasn't allowed to do things like going snowboarding and fucking on the fucking snowmobiles and shit because his insurance wouldn't cover him if he got in an accident, and he would get
Yeah. That was the Italian guy.
no.
No?
Finnish.
Finnish. Oh yeah.
Can't remember his fucking name now though.
No. Well, Ferrari tried.
The Italian guy he kept getting penalized every time like he was singing as long as.
Yes.
Like, what do you mean? I can't help it. It just comes out.
Yeah, I think it was the Italian one of the Italian guys that got points for singing, and Lewis Hamilton used to be
He's an utter prick now.
Yeah, used to be a good driver. Then he got signed by Ferrari.
And then he got money.
Ferrari.
That was the issue.
Yeah. I don't know. I not really a huge, like I said, never really been an F1 fan. I do enjoy the Isle Man TT because that's sheer insanity, and those guys are fucking braver than me. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like this. What do you think? What do you think it was showing?
I like it.
Yep. I like it.
It's got a little metallic on one side and white on the other.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm gonna put some retributor armor on the aspect rune on it on the middle of his head.
Oh, check out the challenge whip. If you have a second.
The challenge whip.
Have you seen General? Nice, that covered nicely, dude. Yeah, that went down nice. Which yellow did you use?
Right, by the way. Golden.
Golden yellow. Nice.
Ooh, yeah, I like it.
Yeah, Tim posted in General.
I see that. I guess he had to repost the video because it gave him a copyright infringement or something. And I was like,
right,
I could still hear the music. It's still open for me. I guess they took it down.
Either they took it down or it made him change the music on it. Because that's what they did with a bunch of mine.
Yeah. And now take a photo of the blue.
Anything that was by Universal Group.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure that TikTok's about to be cooked for us.
Did you see the video I sent you?
Yeah. I think we're going to be cut off from the rest of the world.
Yep, that's the only way that they can make a new app. Would be that it's going to be US only.
Yeah.
That would literally be the only reason.
Yep.
I could understand them for making a brand new app of exactly the same thing. Is that they're just going to make it US available.
Yep, I guarantee it. GG, folks.
Because all the accounts are going to stay. Everything will be the same. But you just won't be able to see anything else, I'm guessing, is the
I don't know
the end result.
I honestly I don't know I don't know how they're gonna manage it, to be honest, and if they do, it's gonna be fucking at this point, like I was saying the other day, yesterday, I don't give a shit anymore. Fuck it. Who cares? Like when I see what I see on there and the people I see on there posting what they post on there, it just, who gives, like, you've got 5,000 followers? How?
Yep. That's kind of what I was saying when Orm was talking about his follower count. It's like I've kind of just given up now. Like all the new young kids that have come in to the hobby is great to see, but they've got that young influencer kind of mentality. And I can't bring myself to change how I do videos just to be able to pick that up.
Mm-mm.
Like as much as I fucking hate Meta, I've seen me posting more on Instagram since I came back the last few days. I'm getting very little interaction on it, but like, I mean, the one I posted last night didn't do too badly. It got like 50 likes and 350 views or something. But like compared to what I was getting before, it's just completely fucking dead. And it's like, oh, I'll just leave it to the younger folks.
Yeah, I agree.
The ones that I'm seeing recently, there's one in particular. The guy is really fucking nice, decent guy, and all the success to him. I've spoken to him, like DMs type, spoken to him, and mainly because he lives in my home city. Um, but like he has been on there for I think since February,
Mm-hmm.
and he's at over 3,000 followers and got an affiliation code for either Element or Wayland. I was like, well, the fuck.
Yeah. How the fuck did that happen?
But again, I don't begrudge him it because he is a really sound guy, and like I said, more power to him if he can get it. But it's just like you're sitting there and you're like, well, what the fuck? Because I've put all that fucking work in. What the fuck am I meant to do? How do I get ahead of where I've been for the last at least 12 months now?
I saw something where somebody was talking about uh the algorithm, and like if you have like have it set to like contacts view and stuff, how that ruins your outreach through the algorithm, because if somebody just sees it and if they don't interact with it, it's not they're not going to push the video as much as if you just remove
Yeah, and
having a context to it, because it skips all of that.
I've had that
Yeah,
off.
every time it comes up, I dismiss it. In fact, I had to completely fucking shut down TikTok 4 fucking times the other day because it was trying to force me to link with fucking contacts every time I fucking opened the app.
Yeah, I've had that off since I
Well,
was...
like it's
Good. Go on.
not just like the contacts, but like your friends list. Like I've sent it to them too. That's what's also doing it. It's not just like the contacts, but the friends list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've had that off since the beginning too, and it's just I've been on this app or on that app for 3.5. It's been 3 years.
Yeah, must be coming up to that.
Yeah, and I'm still stuck at I just hit 1,700 followers like 2 months ago, and I'm still stuck at like 17.5. And again, I'm not complaining about it. I'm just when I see some of the stuff that I see of people posting, and the people that get the interaction, I get really, really just annoyed at the fact that some people post what they post and say what they say and do what they do. and they have 5,000 followers. And then there's the people who legitimately like work at this shit, and they have nothing. And I'm just kind of over it at this point.
Yep. Yeah, I like that's more or less where I'm at. It's just like, cool, I'll post stuff. If it gets a bit of traction, it gets a bit of traction, but I'm not chasing followers anymore.
Nope.
Like, I've got bigger things going on in the background that I would rather pay attention to.
Yep.
More on that soon, hopefully.
Yep.
Speaking of which, though, I know what song I'm going to be using now when I post stuff for these bats. It's going to be a techno song for Blade 1. Okay.
Blood Rave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I got the all red bat going on. That fiery vermilion is really popular.
Nice. I popped the highlights a little bit further.
Ooh, I like it. I like it a lot.
Thank you.
Need to get rid of the red lines across that. Yeah,
Go a little bit further on that knee, actually.
Blood Rave was one of my favorite songs to spin and do light shows to.
It's a fucking good
No
track.
offense. If I walk anywhere and I'm hearing Blood Rave, I'm walking right back out. No. Speaking of horror stuff, apparently in the news, a logging truck, like a truck full of lumber, was crossing an overhead bridge, and it lost all its lumber, and it slid down the hill into oncoming traffic like a wave.
Someone
And it was just like,
walking behind you.
it's like we were prepared for being behind the logging truck. We never expect the logs to come from the side. It's learning.
Did you see the promotional truck that was going about for Final Destination
Mm-hmm.
that had the fucking logs printed on the front and side, the back and side of the trailer?
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking brilliant. It's like if there's ever been perfect advertising for a fucking movie franchise, it's that.
What really would have topped the cake is if it was, real logs.
Yeah.
I know they probably legally could not do that for so many reasons, but still.
Dude, every weekend we go riding, fucking we don't see the logging trucks, but there's stacks and stacks and stacks of massive logs because they're fucking clear cutting the forest up there, and you ride by them, like I ride by them, and sitting down, you have to look. They're 20, 30 feet tall. It's fucking nuts.
That's a lot of nuts. Sorry. I have not seen that movie, but I know that reference from that movie.
Snickers next time. Snickers, get some nuts.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the advert that you guys get.
Nope.
Nope.
Our Snickers commercials
Oh, well.
are here. Have a Snickers, because you're kind of whiny when you're hungry.
Yeah, we get You're Not You When You're Hungry, and Snickers get some nuts.
But there was that band one of the Skittles Taste in the Rainbow where they had, like the wife just ends up with a mouthful of Skittles after being on her knees. For,
Yeah.
reasons.
I have seen that one.
Oh, and the man who whatever he touches turns into Skittles.
Yep. Yep, we had that one too.
The old Orbeez one, actually that one probably is European, but the Orbeez gum one where it was just like the party mouth, and like the two goers were going after each other.
The which gum?
Like who you calling Orbits?
Oh,
yeah,
Orbit
yeah.
gum.
Yeah, and it's like who you calling a cutie queen, you lint liquor?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we had that one.
That's an old one.
Yeah, it's the shit. They go on like a long rant list of like
Yeah,
swear words that aren't swear words.
yeah. What was it? Because it was based off of like the girl walking in on the dude cheating. It was like giving him his stuff back,
Yeah, yeah.
and then like the two girls were like fake cussing at each other the whole time.
For that one.
Early 2000s at its finest.
Yep. Sounds like an early 2000s ad.
Whenever you get a second, you have to watch it.
More happy with the purple now. I think I can start with the teal shoulder pad and cloth and stuff. Right after this vape break.
Yep, that's what I'm doing right now.
Sponsored by nobody.
Our faith is bolstered.
That's exactly what I'm doing right now.
Right meow.
Redeemed it free.
Meow meow. Just for the record, that was completely by accident, but I'm glad it happened.
I need to order a plinth for this Corsair.
A what?
Plinth. Like a wooden plinth, like a display plinth.
Like a plaque?
Basically like the base that it's sitting on just now for the handle, but bigger. So like probably about 3 times its height.
So a wooden plaque.
Yeah, kind of. But yeah, I'm gonna try and do this more like display rather than a playable model. But if I get a wooden plinth, I'm probably going to try and do like a more forest type base for him. The browns and the greens and like rocks and stuff kind of contrasting against the purple and the teal so that it, well, complementing the teal, contrasting the purple so that he kind of stands out a bit more.
Okay, not
Take
gonna
the
lie, I
Dremel
really
out
do love
and
this red.
take the Dremel out, glue in a like a bit of branch so I can kind of do like an overhanging tree of sorts so it kind of frames him a bit. Do some rocks on the other side and have him kind of walking through the middle. It can't be more than 50 mil. Like the base, like the model can't be more than a 32 mil scale model, and the base can't be more than 50 mil. It's just the fact that like they've only given 30 spaces for the competition because the judge is only there for a certain amount of time, so they need to make sure that he's got plenty of time to judge everything.
So judgy.
I was
Yep.
just thinking that in my head.
As of today, since it's now the 7th, I will have 19 days to finish this and its base.
It's buttery biscuit base.
So for once, I'm
Seventh.
actually doing something in plenty of time.
Holy shit, it's a miracle.
Right? Sorry, you were saying, Arn. Speaking of the 7th.
Okay. But when is the judging gonna start for the competition?
So end of day 7th will be the final cutoff. So everything has to be in by end of day today. And then we'll reach out to the judges and get everything passed over to them. And it'll just be however long it takes them to decide. Since there are so few entries compared to what we expected, I'm assuming that we should get them back relatively quickly. But as soon as we get it back from them and get their final decision, we'll let everyone know. And I know, not like me, Peter. Normally it's last minute, but I decided I was going to actually make sure I got all this done in time. I've still got a fair bit to go on it, like just because the armor part's done, more or less. I've still got all the teal stuff to do, the cape to do, the non-metallic metal on the sword, all the little trim bits of non-metallic metal on the armor and the shoulder pad, the skin tone on the head, the feathers on the cape and the bird to do plus basing. So I will have plenty to fill the next 19 days. But just to add the extra pressure, I think me and Aelith are going to do the one for Traveling Man, where it's like 4 random paints, random basing material, and a random model sent to you. Because Aelith fancies having a go at that. She's keen on trying to do some painting again, so. And they do an under 16s category, so we'll see how she gets on.
Ooh, good luck.
But that'll be our daytime painting, and then this will be night times and streams.
You're not the worst. I've saw people painting on the train to tournament. Oh God.
That doesn't surprise me either.
Nope, me either.
But don't you worry, Waste. I'll continue a legacy of waiting till the last second to get a lot of stuff started, because I still got a lot of stuff to do for the armies.
You've got till October on that one. Hey, Strike Harriers, how's it going, dude?
Hey, Strike Harriers.
I know, but I've only really got 2 of the models done, and one of them I need to go back and touch up the face because something happened to it. So I've really only got 1 model done, and I still
You said
got.
you've got till October.
20 zombies, 5 knights, what else? The skeletons. This is another 20. Gotta make sure the wolves are okay, so that's another 10. I got 2 sets of bats. And I want to get, just for shits and giggles,
Holy shit.
if not the monoleums, the manifestations done as like background pieces.
Nice, nice.
Okay, sorry. I was face down, like glasses off,
Ass
eyeballs.
Up.
Ha 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 ha. Working on the soul stones.
No, they're looking good, dude. The whole model looking great.
Let's see, X-Art. He's gonna get some extra work. The rest of the guys are just gonna get a slap.
Yeah. So what's Strikarius been up to? And Peter said, I heard from a friend that person was painting a unit in hotel at breakfast on the day of tournament. Jesus Christ. I mean, going
Just tell me he
table
was
ready
using the
is a bit
breakfast.
easier,
Yeah.
but
I use
still.
the eggs for that. The syrup helped paint hold everything together as a ran of glue. Work mostly and lack of enjoyment in painting.
Still in a slump.
So summertime sadness.
Yep.
Have you tried picking up just a model that looks interesting to you rather than something that you're usually painting? Like, I found that a really good way to beat like a slump is go look at models. Doesn't even have to be Warhammer. Just find something that catches your eye and you're like, I want to fucking paint that.
Have you tried smashing something
Trying
with a
to
hammer?
work through it though. Have you tried taking a non-model and painting it? That's what I did. I took a styrofoam head and I started painting on it with the airbrush. I need to go back and actually work some more on that. Now that I'm thinking of it. Also, another great way for me to play with the airbrush and actual painting with it, because it's gonna make a one-to-one scale of a head.
You can do wonderful things with equal parts polystyrene, Vaseline, and gasoline.
I don't like where that went.
So does Coca-Cola and orange juice as well.
Works too. It's got to be frozen orange juice, though.
Yeah, it's got to be frozen. Thank you, Fight Club.
That's right.
I believe, actually, from reading the book, that it goes into a little more detail in the book.
Yes, he does, because he took the recipe out of the Anarchist cookbook.
Yep.
Which I may or may not have.
I've not read that book in so fucking long.
I have a really nice copy. I mean, I might have a nice
Fight
copy.
Club, I mean.
Not
the cookbook.
Oh. Yeah, actually, I don't have a copy.
The cookbook would be handy.
Yes, it is. Very. I don't have a copy of Fight Club. I thought I did.
I
at
did.
One point.
I read it at school, and the teacher was not very impressed.
Wonder why.
It's a great book.
Oh yeah, but she just instantly assumed that I watched the movie and didn't read the book.
Oh yeah.
It's like, ma'am, I'm actively reading the book. What the hell are you talking about?
See, I had the joy and privilege of reading Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas before it was made into a movie.
Yeah, see, for me though, it was the teacher was really not on board with me reading Fight Club in the first place, not even because of the movie, just because I was a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Um,
Start your Fight Club.
yeah. I mean, I could have
Hey.
read Guts.
Almost book for rule number 1.
Yeah.
Our faith
Like,
is
I could have
bolstered.
read Guts, which was another one of his books, which talks about a guy getting his insides ripped out of him through his asshole
Our
because of the
faith
pool
is
pump,
bolstered.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've
which
heard about
actually
that.
happened
Yeah.
to him. But yeah, like,
Our faith is bolstered.
I mean, I could have read that instead, but my teacher didn't like me because I also read Catcher in the Rye, so
You
and
sinner.
didn't
Our
like the
faith is
fact that
bolstered.
I read it and gave the viewpoint of an angsty teen as how I read it in my report, and basically said that my viewpoints were wrong, and I was like, see, you don't get it, do you? Like
Yeah.
emo angsty teen that I was, reading Catcher in the Rye, giving the angsty teen fucking interpretation of it, and I was like, how can you tell me that the way that I read this book is wrong, or the way I interpreted it was wrong? Like, I don't care if you did English at fucking university and that you're an English teacher, you're fucking wrong.
They have to find the deeper meaning in something that's not there.
Yup. And that was basically my argument. It was like, you're looking for something more than what the book actually offers. Like, good book when you're a teenager and you can relate to it. Like, but as an adult reading it, you have a completely different set of fucking rose tinted glasses on, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
Sicarius said Catcher is one of my favorites, though Mice and Men spoke to me more.
Yep, I agree. I like my
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, that was required for me to read when I was in one of the grades.
That wasn't one that we read, but again, very, very, very fucking long time ago, read it on my own accord. Before all I read was Warhammer stuff.
Yeah. Mice and Men, Catcher in the Rye, To Kill a Mockingbird. That was all required reading for me when I was in school.
I
7th,
also
8th,
need to
9th.
read in 1984. I've got the book.
I have
I've
it.
got 1984 here. I just haven't read it.
Yeah, I think I read Catcher or Mice and Men in 7th grade, and then 8th grade we read To Kill a Mockingbird, and 9th grade was one of the other two, vice versa. And then for one of my classes, my senior year, I chose to read Fear and Loathing Las Vegas. I was quite a big fan of Hunter S. Thompson. I still am. But before Johnny Depp made him super cool and mainstream. Not to say anything bad about that. That a wonderful movie. And Hunter S. Thompson actually makes an appearance in that movie.
Nice. Again, very fucking long time since I've seen that film.
It's the flashback part where he's sitting in the hotel room typing up his story, and he goes back to the time where he's like the early 60s, and he walks out of the bathroom and he looks at the guy sitting at the table and goes, "Is that Jesus Christ? Is that me?" It was Johnny Depp actually looking at Hunter S. Thompson playing Hunter S. Thompson. It was before he passed away.
Nice. Yeah.
Johnny Depp actually spent $5 million on Hunter's funeral.
Nice.
One of the books I don't know why I just really got into reading the book trilogy because there's 3 of them. well, I don't remember if I got my hands on the third one or not, was the House of the Scorpion, which goes into like the whole mentality of cloning and like harvesting of the clones. Um, because it's like from the viewpoint of the boy who was uh grown, like he was a clone of the drug lord, but he grew up in a house away from it, uh, because the drug lord is like, okay, I'm getting too old. I've gone through so many like I've had so many replacement parts from the clones. Like I can't keep going. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically take all of my knowledge and everything and put it into his, brain and everything, so he can live on in air quotations through like a whole new this clone who's not
Adding 3.
really uh you know born and controlled to be harvested as just spare parts, and it was really interesting.
Basically, Fabius Bile.
Yep.
So
No, it does
the
sound like
horse
an
theme always
interesting.
cracked me up because they had like the special clone horses, and like they're out going, and like he's taking the boy out to like a special place to show him and everything, as he's like talking to him about what's about to go on. And uh they were like, oh hey, you have to tell the horses to drink water, and you have to tell them when to stop, because if not, they will either not drink anything and die, even, or they would drown themselves, because like they just don't have control. You have to do everything for them. Which does come back later in the book, as oh hey, I had to go save the horses. I had to, get out, because he's trying to get out of Mexico back into the States, to escape all of it and whatnot. I think the second one is the Lord of Opium, which like picks up from the story when he's got to go back and like actually take on the role of being the drug boss, but like trying to do good instead.
It does sound like a really interesting book, to be honest. It sounds like quite a cool concept for writing about.
I think I've heard of them. If you want a really good read, you should read the Bachman books. It's Stephen King, but they were short stories that were published under a pseudonym, Richard Bachman, and it's called. They actually turned one into a movie, The Long Walk. But it's Rage, The Long Walk, Running Man, and I think the last one's called Roadwork or something like that.
Did you see that they're remaking Running Man?
Yes, I did. They're actually using the original, or not the original, they're using the Running Man from his book instead of turning it into a fucking horror show, shit show that it was with Arnold.
Yeah, because it was actually the guy in the bookshop that was telling me, so I didn't realize that they were redoing it. And because we were just speaking away about books and stuff, and he's like, "Oh, did you see that they're redoing Running Man?" I was like, "Nope." And he was like, "Yeah, they're supposed to actually be taking it more literally out of the context of the book rather than the actual what they did with the movie prior. So it could hopefully be done well if they do it right."
Yeah,
That's a big if, because the amount of fucking cinema right now that is just fucking rehashes of old movies just to try and stoke the older generation into going back to cinemas again.
Hey, there's two of them that I'm excited for. Damn it!
Which one?
The Naked Gun and Spaceballs 2.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, they should be fine.
Though they missed out
Because
on
it's
doing
Mel
the
Brooks.
greatest thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Doing it straight to video.
Yes, and like they're going ahead and just like having it like leaked out to like the streaming platforms, but still have like a theatrical release.
Yep. So that they could do the whole bit. Yeah. I
Yes.
saw somebody on TikTok say the same thing about it. I was like,
Yeah, that's where I got that from.
yeah, that would have been a great idea. When is this happening? Now.
It's happening now. It's happening now. What happened to then? It's then. When would then be now? Never.
The fact that Rick Moranis came out of retirement to reprise Lord Helmet just makes me so happy.
And the fact that it's still Mel Brooks.
Yes, that too.
Yep.
Because it would have been so easy for someone to have waited and then done it and just ruined it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, the only way they can really do it is like it's make it like a legacy movie, and that worries me.
Yeah. But, well, and you can't have. Obviously, Barf can't be in it because John Candy's gone. And,
You can't have Dot.
no, yep, Dot's gone. Or, is the guy who played, isn't the actor who played, Lone Star. I was about to
Yeah,
fucking...
he's coming back as President Lone Star, and his son's going to be in it with him.
Okay. I wasn't sure if he had passed away or not.
No.
President Lone Star.
No, they're two that I'm really looking forward to. It'll just be refreshing to see them do another older movie and not fuck it up exponentially just by redoing it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make it for a modern audience that won't understand the humor.
Yeah.
Because that's the biggest thing, is that there's only going to be a certain audience that will actually understand the humor of the Naked Gun movie and the Spaceballs movie. Like it's just a fact that not like younger generations just will not fucking understand it.
Nope.
Though I did see a clip of the Naked Gun movie it is making me a little worried about it, and it's just like this really long like hiatus scene of just him just eating Mexican food and having to run to the toilet because he's about to shit himself. Because like, he's even in the car about to shit himself and everything. I'm just like,
Who's playing the main character?
Is it not Irish boy
Leslie Nielsen.
taken? Yeah, no, Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Because that's the thing that I think that will work, is that Liam Neeson is so canonically used as a serious character that having him go in and break character so frequently will work really fucking well. He's also of that right generation to be able to pull off the humor.
He did pretty well in like his cameo, and like, I don't remember which Ted it is, but in Ted, like he's like with the whole trick scene.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is it's that kind of role where he isn't doing his typical, usual, serious role. Like he's actually being able to kind of break character for once and not be what's expected for him to be, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. like I know he will do a good job. It's just like I'm worried about Seth MacFarlane's hands on the script.
Yes and no. I think that if any comic is going to understand the brief when it comes to doing something like Naked Gun, it's gonna be him. And as much as Family Guy should have stopped fucking like 6 seasons ago and they've run dry on jokes, he's got that right sense of humor to pull off that kind of comedy, I think.
He wanted to end the show. Fox
Yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
let him.
It's the same as what happened with South Park. They just pushed it to a point where they were like, we've run out of things to do now and we want to stop. And they're like, no, you're going to keep going because you keep bringing in views. So they just stopped caring.
Yep.
And that's why South Park started going like super fucking offensive to try and push the boat to the point where they had to cancel the show.
Yep. Same thing with The Simpsons.
Strike
Oh, good.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna ask Strike Harris whether he meant Liam Neeson or Seth MacFarlane. Because Seth MacFarlane's been in a couple things, I think. He's mostly
Well,
voice
yeah, but I
acted
mean,
though.
like
Liam Neeson, yeah.
he's done a lot of good too. It's just the fact that, yeah. Oh wait, I love him as an actor. Yeah.
Yeah, I think like we're saying though is that it's not that he's run out of jokes, it's more that he's kind of been kept in doing it by the production, like by Fox. And it's less to do with Seth MacFarlane, like being worried about Seth MacFarlane, and more being like, I'm more excited to see what he does with it because I think he's the right choice.
What do
Like
you think?
Seth MacFarlane and Seth Green, nice. Yeah, no, I like that, dude. But yeah, Seth MacFarlane and Seth Green are the two writers and comics that I think are underappreciated because they're pushed so far. I mean, look at Robot Chicken, for example. Like it's another one of those ones that it really should have stopped fucking 5 years, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And it didn't, and it got pushed because the network wanted more.
I know, but like that's why I'm not like saying like, oh hey, like I think Seth MacFarlane fucking sucks, but no, I'm just saying like his track record with like pressure and stuff isn't really good,
Yeah.
and I bet he's getting a shit ton of pressure on this movie and stuff.
I will be right
Yeah.
back.
Okay,
He's not going to be able to probably want to do all the stuff he wants to do.
no, that's fair. But again, it's being Mel Brooks movies or being a Mel Brooks movie. Like when I was speaking to the guy at the bookstore the other day, like I think that it's one of those scenarios where Mel Brooks is going to do what Mel Brooks does. You know what I mean? Like it will be a Mel Brooks movie. Okay, there might be some catering to a slightly more modern audience, but I don't think that it's going to be catered too much away from what it like its original kind of humor.
Yeah.
Hopefully, anyway.
I don't know, I think it's just like one of those things. It's just everything now is it disappoints you whenever you try to get your hopes up. So it's just hard to get your hopes
Yeah,
up on stuff.
yeah. No, I completely agree. I get it. I very much
I got
agree.
I gotta go. I gotta take the dogs out and take a shower tonight before going to work.
Okie dokie, dude.
Y'all have a blast.
Will do. Speak to you soon.
Yep.
Bye
Good night.
bye. And then there was me.
And then there's me back. Hi, Tim.
There we go.
What did Orn leave?
Yeah, Orn had to dip because he had to go and take the dogs out and then go take a shower before work and stuff. So.
Yeah, I was just had to get up and stretch and walk around. I wasn't gonna be gone very long.
Where's my mixing brush?
Okay.
Let's try that. This.
Excuse me. Oh.
Sure excuse.
I'm fat and old.
Fair.
That's my excuse.
Cleaning off the jade into a water pot that's got purple in it looks really fucking cool. It's like tie-dye.
Nice.
All the paint kind of swirling together.
Did I buy that last year? No, I bought it this year. Shit.
Aelith has started intentionally putting songs in my head now. It's got to that stage.
Nice. Okay, if I can, where's my? Okay, I need to look for that.
What have you lost?
One of my hanging lights. I have 4, 2 in each box, and I don't remember where I put the box where the 4th one is, so I can hang it so I can illuminate my paint a little bit better. Just a thought that just ran through my ADHD riddled brain. Wait, did I buy this? Oh, I'm trying to figure out what size my mat is. I think it's A2. Or it might be A1.
If it's gone by Euro sizes, I think it's A3.
Maybe.
Mine's A3. I don't know if yours is the same size.
No, mine's a bit bigger.
A2 by European sizes would be the next size up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not an A1. I think it's an A2.
No, A1's like double of A2. A2 double of A3.
54 centimeters by 42 centimeters.
And mine's 42 by 27. So I don't know what the fuck size yours is. Because that's not A2. A2's like double A3. That must be a US size.
Yeah, I think it's an A1. Well, it's the same size
A1's
as my...
fucking massive.
Yeah, I know.
Like those dimensions are not A1 dimensions, is what I'm meaning.
Yeah, I think it's an A2. It's the same size as my green one. I think that's an A2. Yeah, it's A2. 18 by 24 inch. Okay.
Looking for a new map.
No, poster board. Just black, matte black poster board. Tim said, "What we up to? We up to about 5'11" and 3/4."
6'2" for me.
That's why I said 3/4, because that 3/4 means is a lot.
Yeah, just working on the Corsair again for this competition that I'm doing. Onto the teal side now, or teal bits now. The only thing I haven't started this teal is the cake, because I'm gonna give that full attention.
Yeah, I'm doing some detail work on the Dark Reapers X art for my second squad of Dark Reapers.
What's Tim up to? I should probably open the TikTok stream so that I can see, because I have the dual monitors. I can do that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you were on TikTok tonight.
I threw up all three. We're on Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube.
I've only got 2 screens, so YouTube can stay.
For some reason, I think chat is not enabled on.
Next question: has it kept me signed in? Oh, looks like it. Yeah, it has. Let's go to live. I'm gonna have to mute that because otherwise I'm gonna hear you and me at the same time as me speaking to you.
Oh, it's because
Why are
I'm
you
not
going?
signed in.
Sorry to mute it. That's fine. There we go.
That's why I couldn't do chat, because I wasn't actually. I wasn't actually signed into my YouTube account.
Yeah, that helps.
Yes. Tim says painting. What are you painting?
Are you on the Space Wolves? Are you working on your orcs?
It's okay to talk about Space Wolves now.
Yeah, Wolf managed to get a box, so he's not grumpy anymore.
I'll just go to the dollar store and fucking buy it. They want like $27 for a 4-pack of fucking poster board. Kiss my ass.
Get plain black paper. A3 plain black paper will be plenty.
Yeah.
For sitting under your camera.
I don't know how much money you got, Tim. Yeah, you can hop in the Discord. Hold on.
Who's working on the Cruel Boys?
Yeah, you got permission to hop in. Yeah, you can see the channel. You can hop in. You don't have to ask.
Hear me?
What?
I cannot hear you. Hold on.
Oh, damn. I was fucking with him.
That echo?
What?
There we go.
Does that echo at all?
No.
You're good.
You're good.
He was fucking with you.
Boys.
Well, hello, darling.
Painting the Cruel Boys.
What's up?
Oh, that wasn't for you. That was for Cece.
CC.
Yes, she just jumped into Twitch. Actually, she's been here quite a while. She was lurking and gaming. She asked, "Wolf is good. How is Waste?"
Waste is good. Thanking you. How is Cece?
So you're doing.
How close are you?
Go ahead.
I was going to ask how close he was on likes for his paint set.
I'm not. I had to restart it.
Yeah, it's weird.
I will get it.
When you said something to me this morning about it, I was like, I can still fucking see the video, no problem.
Yeah, you can hear the music, but whenever you go into it, it says it's when you try to promote it, it says it's flag for audio for copyright, and the new one it says the same thing, and I don't know, I don't understand why, but I think it
Are
was.
you using a licensed track in the background by chance?
I used a non-royalties music.
Oh, that really is odd then.
Cece said she's
Because
good,
that should
and
be
thank
fine.
you for asking. Are you
all good?
Is your TikTok account on a business account or is it a personal still?
Personal.
Yeah, that's weird, dude.
So it's not that then, because I remember at one point, if you had a business account, it was doubly as strict for copyright shit.
Yeah, if you're using a sound off of TikTok, it should already be cleared for non-copyright usage.
I don't know. It's weird.
Somebody's flagging it.
That's the only thing I can think of, because, and I told Jessica, I was like, I think I'm like shadow banned or something, and she was like, why? And I was like, because I'm not getting any views on this video, and the other video blew up like super fast.
That's why. Because you dared to piss off the algorithm and go above and beyond your
We'll share it now.
Yeah, I shared it when you reposted it right before we started, I think. Or maybe, I don't know. It's been a long day. So maybe the algorithm or maybe the
Reposted.
AI was auto flagging you for no reason because they thought you were boosting. Or either that or somebody has gone in and fucking downvoted every fucking.
There's no comments on it at the moment.
There should be. I commented on it.
Yeah,
on this one. Your one says no comments.
What the fuck?
And the one that I was tagged in last.
the one that has
I
like
just
electronic.
got first comment. Lazy Days Lo-Fi.
Yeah,
That
that's
was the
the
last one you tagged me in.
That's weird.
I just got first comment on it.
I commented.
Yeah, you did comment in earlier.
Yeah, I'm
It's
there.
got 11 likes, 3 saves, 16 reposts, and then my comment is the only one that showed up. And
Yeah,
it
but
came up with a little thing, the pop-up saying first comment.
that's
So fuck
fucking
knows what's
hilarious
happened there.
because mine says fucking first comment. I'm screenshotting it and showing you. Something is fucking funky.
Yeah.
Something's fucking weird. Yeah, I'll send it to you, Cece.
Yeah, go to him. That's what's showing up for me.
Yeah, I see that you just commented on it.
Like, that's all that shows up is just my comment.
That's weird because when you look at it, it shows your comment and it shows everybody else's comment. Something's screwy with the algorithm.
There you go. I just added it to my story as well. Yeah, I don't see any of those comments. Wolf just sent me the screenshot. It might be my TikTok, honestly. I've just closed it and opened it again. Let me have a look. No, close it, opened it, still there. Just that one. Let me force close it.
Yeah, that is weird.
I just force closed and opened it again, and that's literally the only comment is mine.
That's fucking strange.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I would do that.
No, I don't get that either. Like, I've seen it before where if it's someone that I've got in my block list, it'll say that there's like 3 comments or whatever. I'll open it up and there'll be like 1 or 2 that I can see, and the one that if it's someone I've got blocked or that's blocked me doesn't show.
Yep.
Like, that's normal.
Yep.
But like, as far as like, well, the comments that are there are from you, Dice Roll, and Wolf. So I should be able to see all of them.
Oh dear, it's a cheese, Matt.
A cheese, Matt.
Not cheese, man. Is he still watching Warhammer TV?
Oh, like last night. You watching Hammer and Bolter last night, right?
Yeah, I think he was watching Hammer and Bolter last night.
Have you watched Kill
I need to
Wulfgar
watch
yet?
that. I need to jump on a Warhammer TV at some point and get
Yeah, you
caught
need
up,
to
'cause
watch
I've
Kill
not watched-
Wulfgar.
Yeah, I need to watch that. I need to watch Hammer and Bolter, and I need to watch Astartes and fucking Prime Nexus.
Yeah, that's a good one. Matt said, and yes. Yes, and yes.
I got a new book on audio.
Which one?
Which one do you get?
It's an AOS book. It's Bad Loon Rising.
Nice.
I haven't listened. I haven't done any of the AOS books yet.
Someone told me that the Goblin books are crazy good, and I was like, really? And they were like, you will not be disappointed. And as soon as I heard this dude start doing Goblin voices, I was like, oh, this is fucking amazing.
Yeah, see, I can't do the audiobooks. I tend to read just as I go to bed, so I end up passing out and then losing my place, and then have to fucking listen to it again because I can't remember shit. And yeah, ADHD's a bitch.
Matt said I
Yeah.
ground out all of it more times than I can count. Prime Nexus was the greatest. Yeah,
Nice.
well, that's my problem when I'm driving down the fucking road listening and I disassociate from reality and realize that I've just driven 45 minutes and didn't know how I got there and go, fuck. And have to rewind
that's
the
a
whole
problem.
fucking thing.
Well, I went to the gaming store today because we were supposed to do a painting workshop, and I got there like an hour early, and I grabbed lunch before I got there, and I ate my lunch, and then I started working on some of the Cruel Boys that I brought, and I just put my headphones on, and I was listening to the book, and I was just like, man, this is a good fucking book. Oh, I don't know if I can cuss.
Yeah, you're good on here.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
And even if it does flag it on TikTok, who the fuck cares? Yeah, Twitch is always 18 and over for us, so it doesn't matter. And unless
Oh, okay.
you're promoting something seriously horrible, they don't care.
In which case, you wouldn't be with us anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a good book. I was very impressed so far, and I'm only like one chapter in.
Yeah, I'm still on the Horse Heresy. I've listened to a couple outside of the Heresy. But the last two books I listened to were Age of Darkness, which was a bunch of short stories, and the one before that was Prospero Burns, and then the one before that was First Heretic, which were all fucking great.
Yeah. I picked up yesterday. I picked up Wulfgar Terminators and Arjak Rockfist.
Yeah, they're in my cart right now. So I got seriously ticked off because I could not get the box set because they pulled it off the website and they're not going to sell it on GW, but I found it on Amazon from a different seller, so I will have it tomorrow.
Nice. Yeah, I thought about getting a second one because it's a good value for the models. It's cheaper. Separately.
Yeah,
but
$500.
You priced it out, and it was worth like over $400 or something, was it not?
Yeah, almost 500.
Yeah. All our boxes got sold out though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised when I saw that Rob said that one of the ones local to him had 2 left.
We had one until yesterday, and then some young kid came in and dropped like $300 and bought a whole bunch of Space Wolf stuff.
Sounds like someone had a birthday.
Might have, yeah.
Or stole her dad's credit card.
Or that.
Or mom's credit card. Or somebody's credit card.
That is also a very, very good possibility.
I don't know. To be fair, we've all been playing AOS.
How's AOS been going?
It's been really good. A lot of people are tired of Warhammer 40,000 because the feel bads of it, like it just kind of like you can just lose turn 1 and like that's it, like, and it just continues from round to round. But like the mechanics in AOS kind of allow for you to like redeem yourself at certain points. If you play smart, and 40,000 doesn't really do that.
No, that's fair. That's a fair assessment of 40K at the moment. I think we will probably see 11th edition far sooner than we're due it. I think more or less as soon as the final armies get their shit, it will just be like, right, okay, so we'll keep all the codexes how they are, but we're going to shift to 11th and change the rules up because we've noticed a big fucking shift. And honestly, I'm not against it because the data slates are too frequent and they're not changing enough to make it more balanced.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck they pulled off what they did with the orcs and not think about the fact that it was tournament season and that everybody and their fucking dog was going to be running orc lists with that ridiculous fucking detachment that they put out for them. I do not fucking know. But fortunately, they managed to make it through Adepticon without anything too drastic. But like that orc list was ridiculous, and this is kind of a perfect example. Space Wolves are particularly broken right now. And I can see them getting hit with a data slate on the next one. The
Yeah.
amount of shooting that they get is insane. Like a squad of 20 Blood Claws getting 2 shots apiece, I think it is, and then they get an extra shot for rapid fire if they're within half range, and then they get an extra shot for having a particular character attached to them. It's fucking mental. 4 shots apiece on bolters.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll fuck you up in combat.
Yeah, they're supposed to.
Oh yeah, I know they're supposed to, but that's what I'm saying is it's like they're also getting a shitload of shooting with bolters that hit stupidly fucking easy. And then they're fucking charging you. Like they're getting double the amount of shots they should get. Still managed to table them with Eldar though. Blech. Granted, I did have to run a tank into I can't remember which fucking character it was now, but I did have to run a tank into him to kill him at the end. So glad I had that CP left over.
I just like I think my personal problem with all of it, and I still have yet to play a game, is that like they just keep it's not a video game. You can't just like
No.
balance shit like you can in a video game to change the meta. Like Matt said, let's do a challenge. Must look like NASCAR sponsored. We're taking a Rusty's Necron. Reese's peanut butter
Reese's
cup.
peanut butter cup Eldar. You know what? If I hadn't already set up each monthly challenge for the rest of the year, that would be fucking perfect. We did similar last year with the drinks cans.
Yeah.
But no, that one would have been really fucking good. Like snack color schemes, like sponsored.
We'll put it on
NASCAR sponsored.
For January.
Yeah.
For next year.
I need to do something for this month's challenge, but also competition painting too.
This one's primary, right?
Primary colors, yeah.
Yeah.
So your 3 primary colors, black and white, and you can mix colors, but like it's got to just be the primary colors.
Maybe I'll give it a go this month just for shits and grins.
And like I was saying to Matt last night, yes, it's basically an honor system. We're trusting you to stick to the rules.
It's not like it's not like there's any money or anything involved. It's for bragging rights only. So like movie place advertisement, snacks, themes. I want to see Starbucks orcs. Nice.
If someone wants to start that for a TikTok one, I'll jump on it.
Yep.
I've got plenty of models here that are sitting
I had a few.
unpainted.
I got 1 or 2. $100. As I'm sitting on 18 or 19 editions of the Combat Patrol magazine. And the accidental
You brought
purchase
her here then.
of the Ultimate Starter set.
Yeah.
You accidentally purchased the Ultimate Starter set?
Yeah, because I thought it was a Space Wolf box set, and it was like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I wasn't really paying attention. And I was like, ooh, it's back in stock. And click, order, and went, oh, oops.
Usually there's some sort of inebriation there to have made that kind of mistake.
Yeah,
but
I can't even claim that because I haven't had a drink in 8 years. There is no excuse for that sheer stupidity. It was just an oopsie.
Well, I got all these Cruel Boys to paint. I have to finish painting / repaint
Our faith is
all these
bolstered.
Git mobs that I got. Git mob Gloomspike Gits. And somebody told me that they wanted me to paint their Stormcast Eternals spearhead, and they're going to give me half a Dominion box of orcs.
Nice.
For it yesterday, so I got to do that.
Our faith is bolstered.
That's a nice trade right there.
Yeah. He was like, he was like, I have half a box of orcs. I was like, you do? And he was like, yeah. He's like, you play orcs, right? And I was like, yeah. He was like, you want to work out a trade for it? And I was like, sure. And he was like, you can have the whole.
I was going to say, you just need to make sure that the ones in the Dominion box are still game legal, because I know that some of the, a decent chunk of the Stormcast got pulled from the latest edition out of that box.
Yeah, I think most of the ones that are important to me are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I obviously don't play OS, but I just remembered hearing a lot of folk getting pissed at the fact that they just bought a whole bunch of Stormcast and end up that they can't actually even play them because they're no longer game legal.
GW
because they nerfed
fucking
them.
over their player base. No.
Imagine, right?
Says the guy who got back into it right before he realized that there was another edition coming out, and
same.
Yeah, bought all the books and bought a shitload of Space Wolves, and then 10th edition came out, and you're like, haha, just kidding, you can't use those anymore. Fuck.
Well, you could still use the models up until now, but now there's a bunch of models that are discontinued.
Yeah, like my 2 squads of Grey Hunters, my squad of Blood Claws, my squad of Sky Claws. Basically, the only thing I can use out of everything that I have is the Hounds of Mordecai and the 10 fucking Intercessors.
Hounds of Mordecai discontinued too.
What?
Yep.
They got rid of Reavers? Why?
No, they didn't get rid of Reavers. They got rid of Hounds of Mordecai.
Oh, yeah, well then I can still use them as a Reavers.
You can still use them as Reavers, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You run them as Reavers, but you can't run them as Hounds of Mordecai, the unit, as a Space Wolf unit.
Oh. That's stupid. Why?
I have no idea why they got rid of that one.
Well, probably because there's no reason to really to have them, because they're anti-psyker units anyway, and they're only really probably the only thing you really use them against would be Eldar or Chaos.
Barry and Nids.
Yeah.
Hey, Shameful.
Hi, Shameful.
Shameful said I've got a crap load of Beasts of Chaos AOX boxes.
Did they? Okay, since I haven't, I'll find out tomorrow. But I'm asking now since you're right here in the codex. Did they get rid of the Wolfen?
No.
Okay, cool.
No, I was going to say I think they were okay. I think the units that they got rid of were ones that already had counterparts in standard Space Marines. So like the Hansa Morkai, they already had Reavers that basically did the same thing. So they're just kind of trying to condense them down to you can still run them to look like Hansa Morkai, but they will just run as regular Reavers.
Yeah, I got 2 squads because I got the Space Wolf Combat Patrol. So I got it came with a lieutenant. What was it? 10 intercessors, 5 reavers, and the Warwalker or whatever. And then I'd bought a separate box of Hounds of Mordecai, which are basically they're Primaris in fucking Phobos armor anyway. So potato tomato.
Yeah. Have to run them as reavers. That's all.
Yeah, that's fine with me. Matt says still got to figure out what to do with all them Space Wolves I have, and Shameful said they were squatted. Matt, you can, me, get. Just kidding. Not really. Yeah, that sucks. I mean, they basically have what? I don't think they had anything special. I don't think they had any special ability outside of a Reaver, did they?
I don't think so. I never played with them, so I can't really tell you.
Hold on, I've got the 9th edition Codex. I don't think Space Wolf Codex. I don't think they really had any special ability outside of what a Reaver did anyway.
Headhunter, the way that the new codex works is quite cool if you play the one that gives you the detachment for your boons.
Yeah.
Like if you're running the headhunters and stuff like that, and you really push your boons, you'll play really fucking well on that one.
Which one?
I remember which detachment he was playing, but you get a bunch of bonuses for taking out targets and stuff like that. Like I think it gives you like sustained hits and lethals and all sorts of stuff. Like you get to choose when you fulfill.
I think that's Beast Slayer.
Could be. It was what he was playing up against my Eldar with, and there was a couple times that he managed to get some pretty nasty hits in using his boons.
Was it for killing heroes?
I can't remember if it was for killing heroes or just units.
Okay, so they got runic totems. This unit can only be selected as the target of an enemy psychic power if it's the closest enemy unit to the model manifesting the psychic power. In addition, each time this unit would lose a wound in the psychic phase, roll 1d6 on a +4. That wounds is not lost, and then Mordecai's Howl. While an enemy Psyker unit is within 18 inches of this unit, subtract 1 from the Psyker's test taken for it. While that Psyker unit is within 6 inches of this unit, subtract an additional 1 from the Psyker's test taken from it. Okay.
Yeah, so it's basically just anti-Psyker stuff then.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's any... Yeah.
There's a couple units that have Psykers, but not enough. Not enough to actually make much of a difference.
Unless you're playing Thousand Suns.
Yeah, Thousand Suns. Thousand Suns and
they just get their ass kicked anyway and get their fucking Primarch's back broken. So. And then they cry about it.
Thousand Suns and Eldar are about the only two that really run Psykers, and running a Sears list is not exactly the easiest list to run for Eldari.
No. It's not a very What's the word I'm looking for?
Forgiving.
Yeah. Logistical.
Yeah, it's quite a hard detachment to actually manage. That's the one that allows you to make Wraithguard battle line.
Yeah.
Warhost is the much more playable detachment for Eldari right now. Warhost's a lot of fun.
And if you got a Spirit Seer, you can give wounds back to the Wraithguard anyway, right?
Yeah. Yeah, as long as they're within a certain
what is it, like
distance, I believe.
18 inches or 10 inches or 6 inches? Yeah.
I think it's maybe 6 inches.
Hold on, I'm looking.
Because I'm tempted to take out the Wraith Lord and put a Spirit Seer in for my 1500 point list.
Yeah, the only
and
reason
maybe a squad of jet bikes.
Yeah, the only reason I've got Oh wait, you can add enhancements to them?
Yeah, because it's not a named character. The only ones that you can't add enhancements to are your aspect warriors.
Oh, so Phoenix Gem. But it costs points.
Yeah, it costs points, but if you've got, like, if you have to adjust your list anyway and you end up with a spare 15, 20 points, you'll be able to put an enhancement on of some description.
I think it's hold on. Ability stealth spirits here. While this model is within 3 inches of one or more friendly wraith constructs, this model has lone operative ability. Wait, yeah, yep, if, Tears of Siam. If you're in your command phase, select one friendly Wraith Construct unit within 6 inches of this model. If one or more models in that unit are destroyed, you can return one destroyed model to that unit. Otherwise, one model in that unit regains up to D3 lost wounds.
And they have 3 anyway, so
yeah, each unit
as long as you lose 2.
Each unit can only be selected for this ability once per turn. So yeah, 6
Yeah.
inches.
And considering I'm running two units of Wraith Guard, I may try and potentially put 2 Spirit Seers in instead of a Wraith Lord. And just get that extra boost. Because if it's within 3 inches, it gets blown up anyway, and you're more or less just attaching it to the unit because you can't attach anything to a Wraith construct unit generally. So if it's got blown up, you just move it with it.
Yeah. By the way, I dropped a posture check, a stretch, a vape break, and a hydrate.
Sweet. I shall participate in just a second. Man, I know that I go on about the Pro Curl paints, but the AK Ice Yellow, holy fuck.
We were talking about that today.
Yeah, Ice Yellow has a tiny, tiny little bit of fluorescent paint in it, like in the pigment, which just really helps your highlights pop.
Yeah.
And it's so good for brightening colors.
My local game.
It's just that slightly off-white, warm white color.
That new game shop that that actually has tables and stuff. I guess they're gonna start carrying some of the AK stuff, so I haven't been up there in ages. I haven't done anything related to any of this in how long's it been? 3 months?
Been about 2 for me, so can't be far off 3 for you.
Yeah.
I feel like I do nothing but hobbying. Like I work and do hobbying, and then work and hobbying.
I do nothing but work.
I'd go insane, but
I have been. Just do a little promo here, folks. If for all you TikTokers, if you've got a Twitch channel, hop on over to Twitch and YouTube and drop us both a follow and a sub respectively, if you would, please. That would be great.
Some Tim.
And if you're not already following Tim, follow Tim as well. On
Have you got that post pinned, by the way, Tim?
say what? Do I have what?
I was asking if you got that post pinned.
I can.
If you pin it, we can direct folk to go to the pin post.
Oh yeah, for your
and
likes.
bump up those likes.
Yeah, that too. Do you have a YouTube yet, Tim?
I do have a YouTube, but I don't. I stream.
Yeah, but you can still post. I'd give Tim a follow on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube as well. If you're not already. And yes, I'm being demanding.
Do it.
Yeah, there I pinned it.
Do it.
There you go. Pin post. Go look for it. Hit like, share it.
Yes. Boost that, because he needs more paints.
I asked her the other day, I was like, hey, I want to do another likes video. And she was like, what do you want? And I was like, I really don't know. And she was like, you need to think about it because I'm not going to make it as easy as the last time. And I was like, okay. And then like I was doing a live and I went and picked up some speed paint. And I was talking about how I like it better than contrast paint.
Mm-hmm.
And someone was like, really? And I was like, yeah, it flows better. Like it doesn't pool like the contrast does. You don't have to worry about like the pooling as much. Like it covers better and the colors are better. And she was like, maybe that's what you need to make your like video is a mega set of the paint and the speed paint. And I was like,
say less.
Yeah. She was like, how much is it? And I was like, $200. And she was like, yeah, that's fine.
Say less.
Now I need like to add like 4 inches to my desk.
Accommodate your paints.
Yeah. Well, I want to like add an extension to the back of my desk. I'm not sure how I would do that, but
to make it deeper.
Yeah, make it deeper. And then that way I can have more room to work and then have enough room for all the paints and stuff.
You could always put a batten underneath the desk so that it goes out. Like if you get a bit of, I don't know, 1/2 inch plywood or something, like a strip.
Yeah.
That's like 8 inches. So you've got 4 inches under the desk, 4 inches sticking out, and then get another bit that's the same thickness as your desk and sit that on top of it. That would give you your extra 4 inches.
Yeah, I could do that. That wouldn't be a bad idea.
Don't you got flat space behind your, like, is you like the ability to hang stuff on your walls?
Right now, no.
Okay.
Because right now there's a window behind my desk.
Oh yeah, okay.
but I will be moving at the end of July.
Yeah, where are you going to?
I will be moving in with Jessica.
Ah.
Very nice.
So, yeah, we finally decided that me paying all the money that I'm paying in rent and electricity and everything else is like a waste of money. So,
very fair.
We're gonna cohabitate.
So will you have like a spare room for your hobby stuff too?
Still? I won't. No. Because my daughter's still gonna live with us for like So the spare, it's only a 2-bedroom, so the spare room is gonna go to her until she moves out. So my painting desk will be in the living room.
They make these. I'll look, because I saw them not too long ago on Amazon, and they were relatively inexpensive. I want to say less than $20. I mean, that probably has gone up since then. But they were basically fingernail polish racks. Instead of the step-up ones, they were just it was like a flat rack. You know what I mean? So you could like mount it on the wall.
Yeah.
And that's, yeah, like Way said, that's what I use too. I use the 6-level nail polish racks that I got. And if I didn't already have that the wooden one that I got for Christmas a couple years ago, I would have nothing but them, because they were like $12 and they're perfect. Here, I'll take a picture. I'll send it to you. But the ones, yeah, I'll look on Amazon again for the vertical ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ones I got, I just picked up in like a discount store, and they were like 3-4 quid each.
Yeah.
And they literally just sit in like the makeup section, like the homeware makeup kind of accessories. And they're great. I got the mine are 3 racks high, but I got 2. I've got them stacked too high. I just got the Velcro strips, like almost like the command strips, like the 3M ones, and stuck them to the back of it, and then stuck it to the back of my desk because I've got that raised panel, and then put a bead of super glue along the top edge of the one underneath and just sat them directly underneath.
Yeah,
so now it's like double stacked.
I just sent it to you in Discord, Tim. The ones that I have right now on my desk.
I'm gonna look at it. Oh, okay.
But the ones I'm talking about that you can mount on the wall, instead of being stepped up, they're just literally stacked on top of each other. And I think they were the same size, like 6 up. They might even been double, and I think they were less than $20. Yeah, it's perfect for the size for the paint bottles. Nail polish bottles are the same size as our acrylic, our pro acrylic bottles. Oh, damn it! I had a bunch of pins. Where'd my pins go? Oh no! I lost my pins. Shit.
Inboard pins or
they're sewing pins with the
right, okay, yeah,
big heads,
the ball in the end.
Yeah. Big heads for my head. Giggity. Guess what? Toothpick works.
We're about to start Path of Glory here in the next couple weeks.
Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna sound like an idiot. What's that?
It's like a narrative AOS game.
Oh, okay. Like it basically like Crusade.
Yeah, Crusade for AOS,
Okay.
essentially.
Right on.
Where you play games, and you have like a character, and your character like you have to like get Emberstone, and you can like level up that character and make them stronger
I got you.
over time. But it's a team thing, and they're doing it by order, like the different factions, and it's order, chaos, death, and destruction, and I am the only destruction player.
Well, it means you'll get a lot of points.
He said that he thought that maybe he might have to like make it where I can make temporary alliances with others or something like that, and I was just like, I don't know. It's up to you.
Fairness. Orcs are the kind of ones that be like, huh, who we crumping?
Get a crumpin'.
Get them teeth.
Yeah, my friend, I played him yesterday. That was the game I won against the Blades of Corn.
Yep.
He was like, "Oh, we have 2 melee armies, so like this is gonna go quick." And I was like, "Yeah, okay." And he was running 2 Bloodthirsters, and one was anti-hero, and one is anti-monster. And I had 2 monsters. One was a hero also with Kragnos. Kragnos is a monster and a hero. And I was just like, oh, I got to take those Bloodthirsters out like as quick as I can. And he countercharged a reinforced Bloodletter squad into mine, into my guys, and I like 3d6 charged all my guys into him and wiped it out in one turn.
Fuck.
Yeah, and he was like, "You just took out a whole reinforced Bloodletter squad," and I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "And next turn I'm gonna charge you, and I'm gonna take out that Bloodletter, and you or the Bloodthirster." And he was like, "Nah, that's not gonna happen." And I was like, "That's definitely gonna happen. That's definitely gonna happen." And he was like, "Okay." And then I ran my brutes, I ran my mega boss, I ran my brute charge ragers up there because they're anti-monster, up to it, and like Kragnos didn't even have to hit it, and I killed it. He was like, man, like you like took out my yeah. And I was like, I told you I was gonna kill it because you're not killing my Kragnos.
But picking your targets. I think Shameful Plastics asking whereabouts you are, Tim.
I'm in Texas, about an hour away from Austin.
What do we think on the teal color, the jade?
Oh, I like it. It definitely makes it pop.
Quite happy with how that's gone. Just need to do a cape now.
Yeah, I really like it. Oh shit! I didn't even... Why is that time off on that? I need to check that. Yeah, I think in about the next 5 minutes here, we're gonna call it. It's getting to be about that time. I gotta go to bed because I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, I got to go to work tomorrow too. Unfortunately, except my work is just walking down the hallway and coming in here and like turning on the laptop.
You know, Tim, I used to like you.
Everybody says that when I tell them that I work from home.
No,
That they're just like, man, you just work from home. You just walk down your hallway.
Yeah, but then your work's at home.
Yep.
I know. That's why I go to the game store as much as I do, because like I went to the game store 3 days in a row this week. One, because Jessica's in Colorado visiting her son. My daughter is in Austin staying with a friend. Well, not Austin, Spring Branch, staying with a friend. And I'm here at the house by myself, and I spend every day at the house. So I don't want to be here.
See, if I could find a job working from home when I move to Scotland, I will. I would be in hog heaven. You mean I don't have to leave ever and put people clothes on?
Yeah, you still have to put people clothes on.
No, I don't.
Yeah, because you got to have meetings and stuff.
Well, yeah, but you don't stand up in your
Business on
meetings.
top,
Yeah,
comfort on bottom.
that's right. Gym shorts with a nice shirt and a tie. Shameful
I
said
mean,
I can't help with the destruction armies.
well, I'm trying to talk my friend into playing his Sons of Behemoth that he got, but they're not all put together yet. So he has like one Mega Gargant that's put together, and then everything else has to be glued together, and none of it's painted. So
That doesn't help.
yeah.
I think it's playing tournament rules where everything that's on the table has to be table ready at minimum.
Not really, no. It doesn't have to be. They're not sticklers for it, like, because it's kind of like it's kind of going to be an escalation league-ish kind of style where we
Yeah,
start at like 1,000 points and then we build up, and supposedly we're supposed to go up to possibly 3,000 points.
Damn. That's a big list.
Yeah, I know, right? And I was gonna run all Iron Jaws, but I was like, I'm handicapping myself by not playing the whole Oryx list, the whole book. So I started looking at Crow Boys, and I was like, oh, Crow Boys actually have some like decent archers and ranged casters and stuff like that. I was like, I should probably take advantage of that. And then I showed somebody my list, and they were like, that's just mean. And I was like, I was like, why is it mean? And they were like, dude, that's just mean. Just no, that's mean.
Yeah, shameful. Upper body dressed only. Exactly. Well, everybody, we're gonna kick this pig into
Overdrive?
yeah, end in here in a few minutes. Thanks everybody for hanging out and watching. Again, everybody on TikTok, if you haven't already, dropped us all a follow on Twitch and YouTube. Same names for me, Waste, and Tim. And make sure you go check out Tim's pin post for his likes. Make sure you boost that out So the man can get his speedy paints.
More paints. I only have like 150 paints as it is, so
That's not nearly enough.
need more paints.
And
I was actually gifted that set for the paint group that I run, and it's a very, very good set in terms of the colors that you get for it.
yeah. And
The Mega Speed Pit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And join us Tuesday night. We'll be back live on Waste Channel.
Yes, indeed.
Our schedules are posted. We'll be back to doing regularly scheduled lives. Work permitting. We may, if we have to kick it back an hour, we might, depending. Like today, because I was fucking around with electricity all day.
That sounds fun.
No, I hate home electrical work.
I hate electricity. Well, I hate being shocked. I should say that.
Yeah, and I was hit 3 times today.
No, nothing.
At least it wasn't in the UK where we're running 240.
Been there, done that. Yeah, 120 is enough.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Good night. We will see you later.